I think we should always think about just the first step, like starting something, because the empire will happen after many years, like 10, 15, 20 years, staying focused and having a vision and staying in the right direction. So I think for anyone, it's not that hard to start. What's hard is to keep going.
Good afternoon, this is Manjusha Radhakrishnan from Gulf News. I'm the entertainment editor. Today I have a very exciting interview happening. I'm going to go to Mona Kattan's basement. It's also her perfume library. I'm told she collects perfumes from the age of 14 and it's filled with racks and racks. Some people have books, but Mona Kattan has perfumes. So we are going to talk to her about her dream project, Khayali, and her new fragrance, which is laced with pistachio notes. So it'll be very interesting to see what she has in store for us.
So we're in my perfume library basement right now in my house, and it's my collection that I've been collecting forever. I mean, I started collecting fragrances at the age of 14, and I've become more and more obsessed over the years, and especially during COVID, I think I became crazy, like maybe borderline insane. And I just started wanting to buy more and learn more and try more and smell more and also create more. During COVID, that's when I had the opportunity of working on this project, Yum, and through our fragrance house for Manish, I got to meet the amazing master perfumer, Olivier Cresp, and his son, Sebastian, who worked together, and they're an incredible duo, and we worked on a masterpiece together. I met Olivier the first time at the Fifi Awards, which are the Fragrance Foundation Awards in New York, and that was in 2018 when he got the Lifetime Achievement Award. Exactly. And I met him and we took a selfie. I went up to him, I was like, Olivier, please, I need a photo with you. I was like fangirling. And I've always dreamt to do a fragrance with them. You know, it's a dream for anyone. There's not many master perfumers, and you know, he's one of very few. So I asked Manish, I was like, you know, because I want to create a gourmand fragrance, I would love to work with Olivier. He's the creator of gourmand fragrances. And I didn't think he would want to work with me because I'm still very new and a small brand compared to what he works with, you know, the huge Dolce & Gabbana, like the big master ones. But yeah, he was very humble, very down to earth. Him and Sebastian are amazing. They're such a great combination. And I think with them, it's funny because I had an idea in my mind, but with them it became a journey. And honestly, where we ended up in the end, I think is the best place, and they helped improve my idea.
As Mona said, we met in 2018, and I saw Mona and her brand growing, you see, rapidly. So I was curious and impressed, you see, because she was ranking in the first position with really nice fragrances, and they were all a little bit around the gourmand with some facets, you know. So that's why we wanted to work together, and Sebastian, he loves also to work on gourmand fragrances. And the thing is, our universe is the gourmand, of course. And the thing is, we said, okay, we're not going to follow the market. We don't want to match the competition. And we said we want something unique. And we had a weird idea to work on this pistachio gelato.
I've always loved pistachio gelato ice cream. I tried it for the first time in Rome in 2014. I was on a trip with my sister Alia. We went on a holiday, and it was the first time I tried pistachio gelato, and I fell in love. And since then, like any interview I ever had, or even like friends asking like, what would be your last meal? I would always say pistachio gelato. So it's my favorite dessert, and you know, because it's my favorite, I was like, why not create a dessert around, you know, pistachio gelato? So yeah, it's my favorite food.
The best challenge was to find the best idea, and as soon as we've got it, in a fun way, because it has to be fun, and that's what we've done with Mona, the three of us. We were working, exchanging ideas, adding some facets, withdrawing, pushing up some ingredients, and let's say with 40-45 experiments, in a year time, we have achieved something which is magnificent.
Typically with the way it starts is like I will start with some ideas, like a few notes, a few ingredients that I really want, and then they work and they share what they like, and then they create these submissions, and it's like a back and forth process, and then in the final rounds it's like just add a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that, and then we smell together and we see what is the best final result. So it's a very close partnership.
Our style is very figurative, you know. We try to create something that when you smell it, you see it as well. We are working with a simple style, short formulas. So then we are not lost, you see. We can still manage where we go, right. and few facets. And then the consumers for sure are going to notice and smell the few facets.
Yeah. It's a fun fragrance. So here's our bottle.
Oh,
yes. It's beautiful, huh?
Even the
and
colors,
it's mattified.
Voilà.
Yeah, this is the first time we mattify our bottle because we wanted to give you the element of like when you have a bowl of ice cream and it gets frosted from the coolness. And we have a white matte cap, which is also original. We've never done that before.
The facets as well also are
beautiful.
beautiful.
Remind you of a pistachio gelato. Every time we launch something, I'm so nervous and will it go well? Will we meet expectations? Will we meet the budget? So it's always scary no matter what, you know. Yeah, it's always scary and you never know. Like, of course, we sample with a lot of people. We sample with our team. Fear Manish does a lot of sampling. Our beautiful noses do a lot of sampling, but you also just never know, will everybody like it? And of course, there's no fragrance where everybody likes it. It just doesn't work that way. It's a very personal thing. So yeah, there's always anxiety, but it gives you energy.
Yes. But the thing is, if we have the right idea, like yum, and if we have a fragrance which is long lasting, with lots of sillage, you know, already we have all the skills to make a huge success, you see. So it's the assets, getting the right assets to make a huge success, and that's what we have been doing.
I think we should always think about just the first step, like starting something, because the empire will happen after many years, like 10, 15, 20 years, staying focused and having a vision and staying in the right direction. So I think for anyone, it's not that hard to start. What's hard is to keep going and to keep going in the same direction, because a lot of times we get sidetracked by short-term things, or you know, also by the market. You know, things change. Like, you know, my obsession with fragrances started when the fragrance industry wasn't on fire. It was different. It was like the established brands were doing well. To do something in niche, you need either a good budget or you have to start very small and grow very slowly over 10, 20 years. Now, luckily, we're so grateful that the fragrance category is very interesting. It's hot right now. It's growing, especially because of social media. But when we first started Kayali, it wasn't like that. So I had to stay committed. You know, in the very beginning, it wasn't successful. It was not taking off. It was like very stressful. And then, you know, you just have to keep pushing yourself to keep going, keep trying something new. So I think start something. Anyone's capable of starting. But to keep going, you have to be very committed and just... Yeah, you have to just have good people around you too to like encourage you.
And you follow your instinct.
Yes, exactly.
That is key.
I only recently started following my gut, probably 3 years ago, because before that I was just almost not in touch with my emotions. So after therapy, that's when I got really in touch with my gut. So now I've been following my gut for the past 3-4 years, and it's changed my life. I guess it depends on how you define having it all. I think we all need to be balanced to some extent, and no matter what in life, if you're fully focused on one thing, something else will have to be sacrificed. Yeah. So like, you know, I've been working so hard forever, you know, past 10 years, but it means my personal life was also taking the back seat. And so now I'm trying to be a little bit more balanced, but it's so hard for me because I love working.
And when you are passionate, you don't feel like you are working, you know, and so you're an entrepreneur, and it's so exciting. It's even more exciting than working as an employee. But you, Mona, you have it in your blood, you see, and you are following your instinct. And of course, at the beginning, it's always difficult. The first 2 years and so on, you are always doubting. But then you get some confidence, and afterwards, the success comes, and it's easier.
I think there's two people in my mind, very different people. Yes. One is Sheikh Mohammed, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed. I would die to create a fragrance for him and his family, because, you know, something for their palace, because that would be a dream. I'm going to manifest that now.
Yes, put it out in the universe.
And Oprah, because I love Oprah. She's my role model.